At 52, Nomar Garciaparra is still remembered as one of baseball's most electrifying shortstops, but his story also carries the quieter, more emotional reality of how quickly greatness in professional sports can shift into struggle, transition, and personal adjustment once the cheering stops. During his peak years in Major League Baseball, Garciaparra was a superstar for the Boston Red Sox, admired for his incredible hitting ability, fast reflexes, and intense dedication to the game. Fans believed he was on a path toward legendary status, and for a long time, it looked like nothing could interrupt his rise. But behind the highlight reel moments and standing ovations, his career was repeatedly disrupted by injuries that slowly changed the trajectory of his life in baseball. Those physical setbacks became one of the first major emotional challenges he had to face, as repeated recovery periods forced him to watch from the sidelines instead of competing at the level he once dominated. For an athlete known for rhythm, precision, and consistency, the interruptions reportedly became mentally frustrating and emotionally draining over time. People close to Garciaparra have suggested that the pressure of returning to peak form after each injury weighed heavily on him, especially as expectations from fans and the media remained extremely high. Many supporters still remember the disappointment of seeing his prime years shortened by physical limitations, even though his talent never disappeared. Another difficult chapter in his story involves the emotional transition from superstar athlete to retired player. Like many professional athletes, Nomar reportedly found it challenging to adjust to life outside the daily structure, competition, and identity that baseball had provided for most of his life. The shift away from packed stadiums, constant travel, and team camaraderie created a kind of emptiness that former athletes often describe but fans rarely fully understand. While he remained respected throughout the baseball world, insiders say there were moments when he quietly struggled with the feeling of being separated from the sport that defined him for so long. Watching younger players rise while his own career became part of history was reportedly another emotional adjustment that took time to accept. For someone who spent years competing at the highest level, stepping away from that environment naturally brought reflection about identity, purpose, and what comes next after fame fades. Another layer of difficulty involved the physical toll of years spent playing at an elite level. Even after retirement, former athletes like Garciaparra often deal with lingering effects of injuries that never fully heal. Friends say that reminders of his playing days can still appear in the form of discomfort or physical limitations, which serve as constant echoes of the sacrifices made throughout his career. Despite these challenges, Nomar has built a meaningful life beyond baseball, focusing on family and staying connected to the sport in different ways. His relationship with Mia Hamm and their family life has been a major source of stability and fulfillment, helping him shift focus away from the pressures of professional competition. Fans often admire how he transitioned into a more grounded life while still being respected as one of baseball's standout players of his era. At 52, Nomar Garciaparra's story is less about a single tragedy and more about the emotional reality many athletes face, the rise to greatness, the impact of injuries, and the difficult but necessary process of redefining life after sports. While fans may find parts of his journey bittersweet, it also reflects resilience, adaptation, and the quieter strength it takes to move forward when a lifelong identity changes.